So, you want to learn bookkeeping. Petty cash. By Dave Marshall. What is petty cash? Petty cash is a fund set up to manage small and unexpected expenditures. Another name that is sometimes used to refer to petty cash is an imprest fund. This is just a fancy name that describes a special fund that is set up to handle special payments. The special payments in this instance are small cash payments for unexpected expenditures or payments where access to a check is not readily available. Normally, it's a good business practice to write a check or in this day and age use a credit card to pay all business expenditures. Like almost everything in life, there is an occasional exception to the rule. Small expenditures such as stamps, quickly needed office supplies, unplanned for cash on delivery (COD) shipments, a business lunch or miscellaneous supplies such as bathroom supplies are often paid out of petty cash. Petty cash is just a fund where cash is available for paying small and unexpected expenditures. The funds are often advanced to an individual who settles up with the custodian by presenting the supporting documents such as an invoice or receipt and returning any change or getting reimbursed for any amounts greater than the amount originally advanced. The petty cash, actual cash and all the supporting vouchers and receipts, is normally kept in a locked drawer or box and one individual is assigned or designated as the custodian of the fund. The custodian is responsible for all the petty cash activity. Individuals should also be designated who have the authority to approve payments using petty cash. This could also be the custodian of the fund. How do you set up a petty cash fund? Determine the balance or amount of cash needed during a month to handle cash payments for such items as stamps, COD shipments, office supplies, or any other types of payments where writing a check is not practical. Designate an individual and a backup person as custodian of the fund. In this case, many hands do not make light work. If everyone had free access to the fund, no one individual can be held accountable for what happened to the money. Individuals should also be designated who have the authority to approve payments using petty cash. This could also be the custodian of the fund. A check is then made payable to the petty cash custodian for the amount determined to be needed, fund balance, and is cashed by the custodian and the currency is placed in a locked drawer or box. The check is recorded in the cash disbursements journal by debiting petty cash and crediting cash. How do you operate the petty cash fund? All petty cash disbursements are made from this fund. A book or worksheet is maintained that records all the payments made and why and what for they were made. Your chart of accounts is used to determine what accounts to charge the payment to. A pre-numbered ticket or voucher is approved, signed by the person receiving the cash, and prepared for each expenditure made from the fund, and any supporting documents such as an invoice or receipt is attached when the voucher is settled for. Surprise counts of petty cash should occasionally be performed in order to make sure that employees are not borrowing this cash. The total of the cash in the fund plus the total of all the tickets and vouchers should always equal the balance established for the fund. In other words, if your petty cash fund amount is $500, the total of the tickets paid and the currency on hand should equal $500. How do you replenish the petty cash fund when it runs out of cash? At the end of a month or whenever the amount of currency, actual cash, in the fund becomes low, a petty cash distribution summary is prepared of all the settled vouchers assigning the payments made to the appropriate expense or other categories, accounts, which is used to record the debits to the expense and other accounts and the total credit to the cash account in the cash disbursements journal. If the balance is more or less, what do you do? If the calculated balance is less or more, you assign the amount of the shortage or overage to an account named petty cash over or short. A check is then prepared and made payable to the petty cash custodian and recorded in the cash disbursements journal, and the tickets are cancelled or marked as replenished in order that they can't be used again as supporting documents for the fund. The cancelled petty cash documentation, vouchers, invoices and receipts are attached to the petty cash summary and filed away. You should now know that petty cash is just a fund where cash is available for paying small and unexpected expenditures. The funds are often advanced to an individual who settles up with the custodian by presenting the supporting documents such as an invoice or receipt and returning any change or getting reimbursed for any amounts greater than the amount originally advanced.